My brain felt like a cluttered attic. You know the feeling. Too many boxes of old memories, too much junk mail from the internet. Every thought was just another piece of clutter. My focus was shot. My energy was gone. My dopamine receptors were fried from a decade of overstimulation. I was desperate for a reset button, and that's when I found it. A little-known Japanese psychology trick. Not a routine for doing more, a routine for undoing. A way to systematically declutter your mind before you sleep. I decided to try it for 30 straight days. What happened on the other side changed everything. Before this, I tried all the usual fixes. I joined the 5 a.m. club. My body hated me for it. I downloaded every productivity app, which just gave me more notifications to ignore. I tried dopamine detoxes, the hardcore kind. They felt like punishment, a temporary fix for a permanent problem. All these solutions had one thing in common. They were all based on addition, adding more rules, more structure, more effort. It was like trying to clean that cluttered attic by buying more stylish, expensive storage boxes. You're just organizing the chaos. You're not actually getting rid of anything. The pressure is still there. The clutter is still there. I needed subtraction, not addition. The Japanese concept is beautifully simple. I've come to call it Yoru no Seiri. It translates to nightly sorting or nightly organization, but it's about organizing by removal. The core idea is this: your brain's natural state during sleep is to process and consolidate, but we never give it a running start. We scroll on our phones until the last possible second. We flood our minds with input right until we switch off the lights. Yoru no Seiri is about creating a deliberate buffer, an intentional 30-minute cognitive void before sleep. It's not meditation. It's not mindfulness in the typical sense. It's an active process of mental decluttering. You prepare your mind for rest, the same way a chef cleans their kitchen after a long day. You're not starting a new task. You are officially closing the tabs on the day. The first step is a form of journaling, but it's the opposite of every productivity journal I've ever owned. This is not a to-do list for tomorrow. It is an undone list for today. For 10 minutes, you write down every single open loop in your brain. That email you forgot to send, the awkward thing you said in a meeting, a vague worry about the future. You get it all out. You externalize the chaos. The goal is not to solve these problems. It is simply to cage them on the page for the night. You are telling your subconscious, I see this, it is noted, you are relieved of duty. This act creates a physical boundary for your anxiety. Once it's on the paper, it is no longer your job to carry it. And you do not open it again until morning. The second step is environmental. It's called sensory downshifting. Our world is designed to be loud, visually and audibly. This practice is about systematically turning down the volume. For the last 20 minutes of your night, you go analog. No screens, no podcasts, no artificial light if possible. Instead, you engage in a single, simple, tactile task. Something repetitive. Something that doesn't require new thought. You could read a physical book under a warm, low-wattage lamp. You could slowly drink a cup of herbal tea, focusing only on the warmth. You could simply sit and watch the city lights from your window. This process signals to your nervous system on a primal level. The day is over. The hunt is done. No more information is coming. You can stand down. You are creating a gentle slope into sleep, not a digital cliff. Now I have to be honest. The first week was awful. The moment I put my phone away, the silence was deafening. My brain screamed for a distraction, a hit of dopamine, just one more video, one more article. It felt like an addiction, and this was the withdrawal. My anxiety didn't go down, it spiked. All the thoughts I'd been suppressing with noise came flooding to the surface. I also struggled with the feeling that I was being unproductive. This quiet time felt wasteful. Our culture has trained us to monetize every moment, and here I was, just folding a towel. This is the great barrier to entry. You have to push through the discomfort. You have to trust that the void you're creating isn't empty. It's fertile ground. Then, somewhere in the second week, something shifted. I started to look forward to the ritual. The silence was no longer empty. It was peaceful. By day 30, the change was undeniable. I started waking up before my alarm, not with a jolt of panic, but with a sense of clarity. The world didn't feel so loud anymore. My ability to focus on a single task during the day skyrocketed. I had finally cleaned out the attic. There was space. There was quiet. My brain wasn't a storage unit for chaos anymore. It was a workshop, ready for the day's work. This Japanese secret wasn't a life hack. It was a life unhack. It taught me that the most productive thing you can do sometimes is to gracefully, intentionally do nothing at all.